is going to be on reading comprehension, and I would like to introduce the resource person for the day for the session. That is Miss Minu. Professor Minu is a faculty of Department of English, and ma'am has completed her NET training as well. And her area of research and interest is poetry and cultural studies. Ma'am is an expert in this field of reading comprehension. So we would like to hand over this session to you, ma'am, and we're waiting to listen to all the inputs from you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for the warm introduction. So good evening, everyone. So I'm so happy to connect you through virtually amidst this pandemic threat. So I hope all of you are safe. And I would like to appreciate all the participants for the enthusiasm and the positivity that you have shown even in the face of this pandemic. And I wish you all the best for all the participants. This time you will be able to crack the NET examination. So before starting, I would like to share a few tips of UGC NET examination. Okay, so it is like this time, every year or within years, okay, the pattern is going to be changed. So earlier it was descriptive, then it is changed to objective. There also we have 3 different papers. Now it again changed to 2 papers. Now it is like, first what we have to think about is the approach that we are adopting before facing the NET examination. It is like, don't underestimate NET as a very simple examination. It is difficult. And at the same time, there is another attitude that some people are thinking that it is a very difficult examination, I won't be able to crack it. It is nothing like that. We have to understand that it is a difficult examination, but by relentless practice and well preparation, that preparation should be time bound and disciplined preparation, we are able to crack the examination. There are n number of examples in front of you who have cleared the NET examination. And when it comes to paper 1 also, the thing is you have a limited area to study, hardly 10 topics that is already mentioned in the syllabus. When it comes to paper 2, you have a C. I know it is a C. We cannot measure the depth. We cannot, there is no limit of the questions that we can expect from paper 2. So my opinion is, if we are focusing more on paper 1, there is a possibility for you to score or to get JRF, because the marks that you are scoring for paper 1 will definitely help you to crack the NET examination along by obtaining JRF. Okay, so in today's class, I'm going to discuss about reading comprehension. We all know that it is an integral part of all competitive examination. We all are experienced in reading comprehension from very small classes onwards, and then there is no hard and fast rule for attending reading comprehension. It's up to your attitude. It's like, some people are very good in reading. Some people are very good in explaining things to others. Some people are very good in speaking, not in reading. So first, what you have to decide is, you have to find yourself that your reading speed, whether you are a better reader or a good reader or an average reader, which category do you belong? So I think that let's go for some interesting live session. I will share this link in the chat box. What you have to do is, I will show it first. The first link I will share in the chat box. You have to click on the link. It will direct you to a page. There one passage will be there. And in that passage, there is one button. It is start button. And at the bottom, you can see end button. So in the start button, before starting the reading, you have to click on the start button. Okay. Then you take your own time to read it. I'm going to give you 5 to 10 minutes. You can take your own time, no problem. Read the passage. Once you finish reading, you click on the submit button. Then below that, there is a number will come. That is word per minute, WPM. That means in a minute, Let's check first your reading speed. I'm going to paste it. You can use this link. And after attending the reading test, you have to come back to the chat box. There you have to paste your WPM.
Ma'am, your screen, you're not sharing it, is it?
No. Now they have to come back, ma'am. That's why.
Okay. You've given the link. Okay, fine.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, can you unmute one or two people, ma'am, at least to get a feedback, like whether it's possible to read it?
Okay, you want
They're
to
not
check?
I don't know whether they are.
Okay, Anushri, I'm just unmuting you. Ma'am wants to just a response.
Okay, fine, ma'am. Thank you.
Anushri, can you hear us?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. I just joined now, so
Oh, is
I'm
it?
figuring
Okay.
out what is happening.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Anybody else can respond? Just raise your hand. I will unmute you. Dr.
I think they
Vidya?
are reading. Yes, ma'am. They are reading. Messages are coming in.
Okay. Yeah, we can read. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Geo sir, it's 289. Very good. Yeah, 255 Soumya ma'am. Good. Should I share the link again? Yes, Anushree ma'am, I shared the link. You can access it now. 137, it's okay, good. 146, 138, good, good, all are coming back with the results. 138, 138, okay. Yeah, 121. Yeah, good results. 121, 189, 145. $154. Yeah, 162. Okay, so let's move to the next. It's like you all are in a range. Some are very good readers, some are. It is. 1 minute. Yeah. So this is the reader profile. I hope you are able to see this. So this is a reader profile. Now you can, analyze that your reading level. So the first is the screen. When it comes to paper and screen, the difference is there, okay? So when it comes to screen, if you are able to read 100 word per minute, your comprehension level will be 50%, and that is insufficient. But here in the results that you just shared with me, I'm pretty sure that all of you are average reader or sometimes good reader and some are moving to excellent. Okay. So most of us will be landed either in the second category or in the third category, that is average reader or good reader. And you can see the comprehension level of an average reader. If you are capable of reading on a screen 200 words per minute, your comprehension level will be 60%. And if you are able to read the same content in a paper with a speed of 240 word per minute, the comprehension level will be 60%. So there is difference between screen and paper. What you have to focus here is you are going to attend the examination online. That is, the questions will be on screen. Here, my simple suggestion is, if you are going for practice, anyway, you have to practice, okay? So that practice, try to practice with the screen. Try to familiarize with the screen reading. So you can use a mobile phone or laptop or desktop, whatever is available. Try to get familiar with the screen reading. It will definitely help you to read faster, and thus you will be able to understand it. Now, you all have finished it. Now let's see. 1 minute. I'm going to share you another link. You have to go there. There's a chat box. Yeah. Chat. Click on this link and try to attend the answer. There also, you have in the bottom, your marks will be there. Once you finished all the question, there you can click on the final marks. Finish it fast and come back. Once you finish, you can post your scores here in the chat box. Yes, Soumya Narayan, 91% comprehension. Good. Excellent. Only one has finished so far. Others are taking time. Soumya ma'am, don't forget to attend the comprehension question. You will definitely score 10 out of 10. %73% Hannah ma'am. Good, good. Yeah, 73%, 91%. Yeah, 91. Joe sir. Yeah, 70% Jyoti ma'am. Yeah, 85%. Sonia ma'am, can you unmute Soumya ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Just a minute. Soumya ma'am, are you there? Ma'am, actually, you can also unmute anybody you want
Yes,
to.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, okay, okay. I'm a co-host now. I can do.
Yeah,
Okay, ma'am. Yeah, okay, 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 ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am, she has replied that her audio is not good.
Okay, okay, fine, fine. Then let's go to Geo sir. Okay, okay. If anyone is voluntarily willing to talk, please unmute or raise your hand. We will unmute you. 138, all are coming back with the results. Okay. %, Charu ma'am. Yeah, good. Okay, so shall we start again? Anyone is voluntarily ready to talk, to share your experience? You can just raise your hands. We will unmute you. I can understand after post-lunch, the session you all are in a sleepy mood. Okay, okay. So this is the reader profile. So now my question is, now you got an idea that you are reading level. And some people, when I first give the first link, there you read and there you pasted your WPM. But here my question is, are you sure that you are able to comprehend it? Reading speed and comprehension, even though it is connected, we can read fastly without understanding the content. But when it comes to reading comprehension, along with the speed, the most important thing is understanding or comprehension. Okay, so it is like, this is just a profile. You can improve it. Okay, don't feel that I'm a very bad reader or my reading speed is very slow and even the comprehension level is very poor. But don't think that. You can increase it, improve it by rigorous practice. Now let me take you to tips to improve reading speed and comprehension. So it is like, first, gas the forest before focusing the tree. This is most important in reading comprehension, especially when you are appearing for a competitive examination, because it is time bound. There is limited time only. That time, before focusing on each point or each paragraph, first you have to go through the whole passage. You try to get an overall idea about the topic or that passage given. That is, gas the forest before focusing the tree. Someday we won't be able to get enough time to read it. You know that the different reading techniques like skimming is there, scanning is there. And scanning means we are analyzing each word by word and we are trying to understand it. But in competitive examination, scanning is not preferable because it consumes time. So first is try to understand the gist of the passage, the major idea of the passage, and then go to the questions. There you will see the question. Based on that, you have to come back to the passage and try to find out the individual items. And then take away only what you need. So when you are reading a passage, you are applying, it is skimming, not scanning. Make sure that you are applying skimming only. And many words, will strike on your eyes, or many ideas will strike on your mind. You only take what you needed. And then sub-vocalization. It is very important. I hope you know what is sub-vocalization. It is known as silent speech. So usually when we were kids, our teachers and parents will tell that when you are reading, you have to read aloud. Then only you are able to understand it. Now, when you become mature, we will gradually, avoid the habit and we will read inside. That reading happens when we are looking into a paper. The reading happens in our mind. That is sub-vocalization or silent speech. Whether it is good for attempting a competitive examination or especially reading comprehension, it is really good. That sub-vocalization or silent speech will enhance our understanding of the given passage. And time is money. That is the most important thing. It's like, whatever be the examination, whether it is net examination or any sort of examination, time is very, very important. Don't waste your time in comprehension. You have to skip through the question paper. You have to skip the passages. You have to adopt the skimming and then go through the questions. Then what are the different approaches that we can adopt in comprehension passages? I listed out some 5 to 7 approaches. Now I'm just explaining what it is. After my explanation, one by one, you can post in the chat groups. I think you are not willing to come and talk to us. So what you have to do is you can post which method that you are more comfortable with or that you are more familiar with. Let's see. So the first approach is read the entire passage and answer the question. That is the most common one that almost everyone is using. Once passage is given, we will read the passage and then we will go to answer the question. So this is a good technique. This is a basic technique and it will help us to understand the 3 things. First reading, it will provide us a subject, what topic that passage is about. For example, if it is about globalization, so from the first reading itself, we will get the subject and then the idea, whether the writer, the author is trying to explain to us the causes of globalization, or sometimes he is explaining us what are the impacts of globalization, or what are the solutions, or how can we make use of it. So that is the idea. Subject and idea is different in that. And then the tone. Tone is whether the author is supporting it or he is negating it. And then this kind of reading will definitely help us to get the gist, that is general idea, structure and tone. And this technique, this approach is really good for fast readers. And the first one is reading the passage and answering the question. While reading the passage itself, we will get the idea that the subject, tone, general idea, even the structure of the passage. Then we will go read the question and find out the answer. Options will be given. It is easy for us. If we have a good idea about the passage, no need to go back again to the passage. From the option itself, we will be able to find the answer. That is the first technique. And the second approach is read the entire passage through skimming. There we are not focusing on line by line. It's like a skimming process, okay? Skimming reading. So we will go through the whole passage with the process of skimming and then we try to answer the question. There we will not get the gist, like the whole idea, like individually the structure, the tone, nothing. It is like an overall idea we will get through skimming. And then there, what we are doing is, we have only a general idea. We don't know exactly what is the answer. And after skimming the passage, we will go to the question. Once we find the question, we will again go back to the passage, going back and forth with the questions and paragraphs. And the problem with this technique is it is time consuming. So my suggestion is avoid this one. So I'm not sure which method you are comfortable with or which method you are used to with. Okay, that we have to find out now. And the third technique is read paragraph wise and then attend question. For example, I will read the first paragraph and then I will go through the question. So what are the questions connected with the first paragraph? I will find out the answer. Then again, I will go to the second paragraph with then questions. Then again, go back to the second to find out the answer. So here the focus will be on particular words especially in the question. So first question, the answer, I found a specific word, a structural word is there. I will search that particular word in paragraph 1. Okay. And this method is also time consuming. So whatever is time consuming, we have to avoid. We have to focus on less time consuming methods. This is the third method. And the fourth method is read the questions. It's a directive, it's the opposite way. Like earlier, the first 3 methods, we will read the passage through different ways and then we will answer. Then we will go to the question and try to find the answer. But here, instead of reading the passage first, what we are doing is first we will read the questions. Here, the most important thing is, first you have to analyze that the sharpness of your memory. We have different kinds of memory like a computer system. Working memory is there, long-term memory is there. If you have a strong working memory in the sense, if you are able to remember what happened just now or what are the things that you attended just now, that shows that you have a strong working memory. So when you are attempting a passage, before reading the passage, you are going through the questions and all the options given. If you are able to recollect it while going through the passage, you can adopt this technique. Read the question first along with the answers, options, okay? And then go through the passage to find out. Suitable for people having strong working memory and consumes very less time. From my opinion, I am using this technique. Not audible. What about others? Sonia ma'am, am I audible? Audible, okay, fine. Ma'am, please check your net connection, ma'am. Yeah, yes, thank you for the reply. So the fifth technique or approach is read one question and its option one by one, then read the passage. You can imagine, the time takes for reading. First question I read and I finished the, all the options, and then again I go back to the passage to find the answer. One by one I will finish. It will definitely take time, so don't go for that. And the last one is read the question without option, then read the passage. This is also preferable, less time consuming, and suitable for who have short working memory. Because if we are reading the question first along with the option, if we have a short working memory, we will not be able to remember all these things while reading the passage. So my suggestion is, okay, first question, you read the first question, don't read the option, and there is a keyword in the question, okay? And when you are going back, read all the question first. Each question, one keyword will be there. Then go back to the passage. Where you find the keyword, read the passage thoroughly. There you can apply scanning technique. Okay, when you find the keyword in the passage, you scan that particular passage, try to figure out it, and then come back to the option and find out the right one. This is a best way. Yeah, audible stuff. So now can you share me which method you are using or you are familiar with? In the chat box, you can give me the reply. Yeah, people are coming with the reply. Yeah, let me see what it is. First one, good. Ramesh sir, it's good. First one. If you are comfortable with first one, go ahead with that. One, type 1. Because I know in school, from school level onwards, we all are trained in the type 1. But for competitive examination like UGC NET, you can go for the fourth one. Like first read the question and then go to the passage. Fourth one, good. Good, fourth, good. Questions and then answers, reading the para, good. 4. Yeah, good. Yeah, many are replying. Okay, fine. So if you don't know which technique you are using right now, it is a kind of introspection that you can do now. Which technique? That's why I explained all the techniques that is usually applied by students or educators. Now, what are the tips? Some tips for reading comprehension. So actually in reading comprehension, I can't teach you, or none of the teachers can't teach you properly. It is like, it's your, taste, it's your talent, or it's your attitude that decides whether reading comprehension easy or difficult. So what are the tips for reading comprehension? It is, first is adopt scanning for the first and the last paragraph. Because we all know that in the introductory paragraph, the author will definitely going to give the gist or the main topic, or he is going to introduce the subject of that passage. So scan the first and the last paragraph, as we all know, it is the concluding. There we will definitely get the concluding remark. Okay, so scanning should be adopted in the first and the last paragraph. Then focus on the structural words like contrast words, continuity words, concluding words, or any special word is there, focus on that. And figure out the positive and negative words. For example, It is like some author, if he has a positive, if he is supporting an argument or subject, he will only use positive statements there. Okay. And then search for the question word in passage. That's why I suggested the fourth approach. Read the question. In that question, one particular keyword will be there. Search that word in that passage. And delete the wrong answers. This is another technique. So in every question, four options will be there. Out of the four, that's more than finding the correct answer, you can delete the wrong answer. Then you will land on the correct answer. That is another possibility. You can try that also. And then the most important thing is, if you see the question, don't think that it's your perspective that you are going to give. It's from the author's perspective that you are going to answer. Some question will definitely confuse us. Sometimes we have another opinion about the same topic, but the author has given just opposite. What we have to do is, we have to always convince ourselves that what we are going to answer is the author's perspective. It is not our perspective. So try to rely on the author's perspective. Now, let's do some exercises. I'm going to give you a passage. It's a very short and simple passage. Before moving into the exercise, I will tell you, in the UGC NET examination, we have 60 questions for the general paper. Out of 60, the 5 questions are from comprehension passage. You need to attend only 50 questions, okay? So you can make a choice of yours, which area you are going to focus, because we have 10 different areas. For example, if you are very good in mathematical reasoning, all those logical syllogism, you go ahead with that. If you feel that you are able to crack the comprehension, focus on comprehension. So before examination, you have to go for a relentless, rigorous practice. Okay. And here exercise, I will give you 5 minutes for reading the passage and attending the question. For reading the passage, I will give you just 2 minutes because it's a time-bound activity. Okay. First 2 minutes I will give you for the reading, and then I will show the questions. Each question, remember that for each question, you are supposed to take only 1 minute in answering. Okay. Shall we start? It's 4:56 now. You can read it. Try to focus on the keywords, important. Yeah, the time is 58. I will move on to the questions. You can answer the questions. You can write it in a paper. Only the answers like A or B or C or D. The messages are coming. Let me check. Don't tell the answer here. You just write it. You just write it in a paper. So 1 minute over for the first question. Second question. In total, we are supposed to spend only 5 minutes. 2 minutes you spend for reading, the remaining 3 minutes. So I am moving on to the next page. I gave you instead of 5. So you can use 1 more minute extra, no problem. Sharp 5:1, the questions will be closed. Yes, it's done. So it's time to check the answers. You can give marks accordingly. The first question, what is the solution for promoting good cultural society? According to the passage, the answer is abolition of stigmatic factors. Option A. Then for the second question, which one of the following aspects stand the test of time? The answer is cultural heritage. Option A. And for the third question, which one of the following is opposite in meaning to the word merit coming in the passage? The answer is option D, discourage. You can mark whether it is right or wrong in your paper. And the fourth question, the statement today culture means acquiring oneself the best means, the answer is helps for liberal education. That is option B. Then the fifth question, which one of the following statement is not true? The answer is option A, culture is not a means of civilization. According to the writer, the sixth one, what means the culture needs on man? Answer is C, mechanization of approval and disapproval. Now you can post your answers in the chat box. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, 5 out of 6. Good. Good, Sharu ma'am. Samreen. Yeah, sir. It's 4 out of 6. Good, good. Good. 5 correct. Good, good. 4, 4. 4. Good. Waiting for others' answer. 5 correct. Anyone scored 6 out of 6? 4 correct. Don't worry, for your examination, you have option to go back and see the passage again to make sure that the answer is correct. Here I don't give you that chance. That may be the reason. But anyway, you all are in good ratio. Like at least you are able to score 4, 5. Okay. So definitely you can go ahead with reading comprehension. Don't skip the portion. It is definitely going to bring you 10 marks. Okay. 5 questions. Each question carry 2 marks. Total you will score. Simply you will score 10 marks. Would any more reply? No, it's okay. Fine. Shall we move to one on the next one? Give me a reply. Yes, of course. Okay, okay. So this is first I'm going to show you the questions. Okay. Note the passage. First, the questions will be there. Read the questions now. Okay, then question 2. If you want, you can write out the option. There you can use some more time because it's a practice, not.
Meena ma'am, is everything okay? I mean,
Yes, ma'am.
suddenly,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah.
Everything is going smooth. They are working on it, ma'am.
Okay, okay, ma'am, okay.
Okay. Try to read it fast. Try to focus on the keywords. Okay, fine. Shall I move to the answers? Give me a reply. It's done? No. Okay. You need more time. Okay, take your own time, no problem. Don't expect that such simple passages will come for the examination. The passages will be a little more complex and difficult to understand. Okay, so I'm moving on to the next page. Try to find out, read these questions also. 2 more questions. Read the questions. Try to register this in your working memory. No need to store it for a long term. You have to register it till you find the answer. After that, you can delete it from your memory. Okay, if you have read the question, shall I move to the passage? Can anyone give me a reply? Can I move to the passage? Yes, okay. Yeah. Finished? Shall I move to the answers? Yes, okay, good. The first answer, the question was, as per the passage, if the life imagination is to be fully developed, some exposure, I can't read what it is. Yeah, the following is required. So you can expect this kind of question. Probably in NET examination, they will give first 4 options. Then they will again give sub options. From that, we have to choose. Okay, that's a little confusing. But in such cases, that particular portion you have to read again in the passage to get a clear idea. Okay. So anyway, the answer is D. Only A, B, and C. That is literature, world history, and music. So the second, you can mark the answer. As per the passage, without imagination, the progress would become, it is understood from the options like mechanical, B. But even though you know that, we don't know the perspective of the author. So there you have to go to the passage and get the answer. So next, the third question in the passage, the author is optimistic about what? The D. Increase in the influence of psychology upon institutions. The fourth question is, according to the passage, psychology until recently was of very little. The answer is C, application to practical affairs. Then the fifth and final question, as per the passage, people become aware of what the world might be only through, the option is C, imagination. So this passage is basically about imagination, and the writer is mentioning about psychology also. Okay. So now it's time for your scores. 3 right, 2 wrong, no problem. 4 out of 5, good. 5 out of 5, very good, Riya ma'am. Joseph, 4 out of 5. Yes, ma'am, 4 out of 5. 3. No problem, because here what you have done is a different approach. Yeah, 4. Soumya ma'am, 4. Good, good. Actually, earlier you read the passage and came back to the question. Here what you did is you read the question first and then go back to the passage. Now, what do you think? Which one is, any one of you can, I think, unmute. I just want to share, listen to you actually. Anyone is ready? Please share it in the chat box. I will unmute you. I found the first method work better for me, ma'am. Soumya ma'am, good. Good good introspection. Good, good. Then what about others? Which one do you find suitable for you, comfortable? Don't think that you are just familiar with this technique. I will go ahead with this. Sometime, second one, good. First one. It is like you try different methods, okay? Then if you are trying also, what you have to do is you have to check the timing. You have to practice in a time-bound manner. Different people have different way of adopting different methods. Yes, good. To type, but you have to identify which one is yours. Yeah, for me, method 1. I felt this method is better for me. Yes, good. Comfortable with the second. Good, good. So before starting your preparation itself, you should have an idea about which method I am going to do. And there are plenty of resources available online. Plenty of passages are there. Questions are there. Make sure that one day you will minimum finish 5 passages. Small passages. You can start with a very small one, not lengthy one. There you try to read. First read the question or which method you are comfortable with. Some people are comfortable with reading the passage and then going for the question. Some people are comfortable with first reading the question, then going for the passage. So which method or approach you are comfortable with, fix the method and then try to practice. And make sure that minimum 5 passages per day. Definitely you are going to score 10 marks. And one thing you should remind that this 10 marks will definitely increases your possibility of clearing not only NET but JRF. You are closing near to JRF. So that's why in the beginning itself I told your main paper, it is like a C, a worst C. We can't study all the topics or all the materials. But when it comes to paper 1, this you have a chance. You have an opportunity. So if the marks that you're scoring in paper 1 definitely increases your chances of JRF also. I felt this method is better for me. I could look for keywords. Good. So this is what I intended to do. First, you should have an idea about which method you have to adopt. So shall we do one more exercise? Or I have one online exercise. Let's go for an online one. Yeah. So I will paste this into group. 1 minute. Wait there. You can click on this link and try to attend the question. It's a very short paragraph. You read and try to answer. This is a previous question paper. You can use your comfortable method. There also you have to come up with a reply, okay? Like how much did you score? Is it accessible? The link is accessible. Yes, okay, good. Those who are finished, come back and post your comments here, like the marks, how do you feel it? Yes, good. Soumya ma'am, 5. Which method have you tried there? Question to passage or passage to question? Passage to question. I think you are comfortable with that. Okay, then go ahead with that, ma'am. No problem. You have enough speed. Yeah, good. The one, 5, good. Good. You can tell which method have you tried there. Yes, ma'am, I find it more. Yeah, good. I'm consuming to read the question. Yes. Because you are experienced in the first method. That's why. Go ahead with that. Don't try to change it right now, okay? That's why I have given you different options. You have to find out that which one. Yeah, passage to question, ma'am. Yeah, good. First, welcome. Yeah, question to passage. Yeah. Good. 4, good. Now I can understand that it is just a training session. That's why you are not so keen. When you are in the examination hall, I can understand that you will be sharp. You just want only the right answer. There you will be more focused. That time you will be definitely able to crack all the questions. Question to passage. Good. There is no hard and fast rule for comprehension passage. It's up to you. Which method? Everyone has come back. Yeah, 4 correct. Question first, then passage. Yeah, Riya ma'am. Good. Jyoti ma'am, 4. Yeah, good. Those who have come back, another passage awaits here. You can start reading the passage. I have to go for full screen. Okay. I hope it's clear. Yeah, okay. Start reading. Because in comprehension, more than giving you the theoretical explanation, I prefer to go for practice session. I came back, some technical glitches were there. I hope now you are able to see the screen. Yeah, this was the passage. Let me check it. Yeah. Yes. Okay, good. So shall we move to the questions? It's already moved. Yeah, the questions. Simple questions, very simple ones. Next question. If you want, I will again go back to the passage. Finished? Shall I move to the answers? Give me a reply. Yes, ma'am. Okay, fine. So this is the first question and answer. The world will become a silent place if people will think too much before listening, before responding, and before speaking. The answer is before speaking. Answer option is D. So the second question, the process of language is a wonder because it is involuntary. That is answer D. Mark your answers. So the third question, which of the following forms is assumed by the language style of a person? It is a habit. Option number B. When human beings react rather than respond, the answer is option A, they lose the message. The fifth question, animals do not possess language because the answer is C, the level of complexity is missing. Now share me with the answers. I'm waiting. All of you will go 5. Ma'am, 5. Answer, can it be 1, 4, 5? Charu ma'am, animals do not possess language because the power of speech is missing. Here, you have to focus on the author's perspective. 4, 5, 5. Good. 3. It's okay, no problem. 4. That's why I asked. If you want, I will again go back to the passage. Yeah, 4. Good. What about others? Yeah. It's done. Yeah. Still counting the answers. So this one we have done. So again, I will tell you some more tips. It's like focus on these things. Okay. Try to rely on the author's perspective. I'm again reminding you, don't rely on your perspective. Don't think that it's your perspective that the questionnaire is asking. No. because we are reading from a passage. From there, we are trying to find out what's the author's perspective. Okay. And then another option that we haven't tried, you can try when you start practicing. Okay. The reading question and going to the passage. If you are not able to find out the right answer, start deleting the answers, the options. And once you deleted some 2 options, only other 2 remaining there. From there, you will be definitely able to find out the right answer. You can try that method also. And don't think that you are trying all these things during the examination. Try it before the examination. That is from the preparation itself. Then search for the keyword. The question, in that question, one keyword will be there. Search for the keyword and try to find out the keyword in the passage. Then read that particular passage clearly. There you can apply scanning. And then find out the important structural words that will help you to identify the tone of the passage. And scanning for the first and the last paragraph. So now I hope you have a clear idea about which are the passages, which are the techniques or methods that you can apply for reading comprehension. Yeah, 1 minute. If you have any doubt, ask. If you want to share something, you can do now. It's almost done. If you want, I can share you one more link. There n number of passages are there. You can start your practice. Should I give you the link? No response. Yeah, definitely. So my last slide, you can see something written there, the mantra to success. The mantra to score full marks in reading comprehension is practice. I told you in the beginning itself, teachers can give you just tips only, some hints only. It is only through practice you will be an expert in reading comprehension. So the mantra is practice. Options always confuse you. There you can apply the deleting options trick. So first another suggestion is don't read the options. Read the question and the keyword will be there. You have to go back to the passage, try to find out the answer from there before looking into the option, then come back. So the problem arises usually, first we will read the question, we will read the option, then we will go to the passage. There the problem arises. So avoid reading the options. First read question, then go back to the passage. There you will get a clear idea about what it is, then come back to the option. And there also you can apply the deleting option technique. Then when can we attend the comprehension? As in during the question or at the end of all question? That's up to you actually. Because nowadays for the online examination, it is a 3-hour examination. Paper 1 and 2, you have 3 hours for both the papers. You can adjust it accordingly. You're finding it is a very difficult passage. You try to read once, but you find it's very difficult. Then you go through all the other question. You try to finish it and come back to it. Okay. Don't waste too much time there because you have to attend other question also. And moreover, I'm telling that if you are very comfortable, if you are very good in mathematical, logical reasoning, all those areas, data interpretation, go ahead with that. If you feel that you are very weak in reading, if you don't have that, language, that talent, then skip the comprehension. There you are wasting your time. It's a tip I am telling you. And last slide, please, for the link. I will share you the link. This is not the link. I will share you another link. Okay, 1 minute. Any more questions? Yeah, then okay, 1 minute. I will share you the link. This is the link that you can use. Some more than 300 passages are there and the options are also there. You can access it. You can try to answer everything. And it is a collection of previous questions also. And one more suggestion is paper 1, especially reading comprehension. You can practice with the previous question paper. That is best. Actually, from my experience, I am telling you it is best. Because you will be used to the ways of UGC, how they are putting question paper, okay? Even though question setters will be changing, but the pattern that they are following, the complexity, can't see the link? Oh, sorry, I forwarded privately to, 1 minute. Yeah. See, I think now it's visible. Okay, fine. And moreover, try to get previous question paper available in online mode also. You can get it from different sites. Try to practice with that. And then almost all the components of paper 1, you can try the same method, previous question paper working out. I'm telling from my own experience, it is not at all a waste. It is definitely going to help you in the final examination. Okay, so thank you. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time with me. I just shared a few insights about attention. And so over to you, Sonia ma'am. Ma'am is there.
Yeah, I'm there. Thank you, Meena ma'am. Thank you, Meena ma'am, for the wonderful tips that you shared with everyone. I think
Yes,
everyone will agree that it was very useful for them. Anybody else has any questions? Do you want to ask, ma'am, anything, participants? You can.
They have put it in the chat box, ma'am. We just had a discussion.
Yeah, I saw that, but in case.
Yeah. Anyone, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Yeah, if there's no more questions, then I think we'll wind up. Before that, participants, I just want to inform that if people who have applied for paper 1 alone, if you're interested for paper 2, till tomorrow, the registration is open. And you can also intimate your friends that if they want to join for paper 2, you can ask them to. And the details of the mock test also will be told you during the first session itself tomorrow. Thanks a lot for joining. Thank you, Meena ma'am. Have a wonderful day.
Can I share a few words, ma'am?
Yes, Meena ma'am. Yes.
Okay, so I'm so happy to be a part of this online net orientation program hosted by Kristu Jayanti College. And I'm thanking the management, the father principal, Reverend Dr. Augustine George, and all the deans of the department. And moreover, our dear Sonia ma'am, she has coordinated, she has put pain and effort to make it a reality. And I'm also thankful to all the participants who have registered, who have shown trust in us. And thank you all. It was really an enriching experience to me also, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Nice to have you amongst us. Thank you very much.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you.
So happy weekend to all of you. See you all tomorrow as well. Though it's a happy weekend, we'll be meeting tomorrow. Yeah. So thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Good day. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.